Hello. Welcome to JadeKind Gaming presents The Observatory. My name is Adam, and I'm here with sort of a little one-off D&D game. Schedules ended up conflicting, but we got some people ready to play some D&D, so we're going to play some D&D. And we are here in the world of ErroTerra, a world that has not had gods for at least 200 years when they suddenly disappeared without warning. So just a mortal's world, as it were. And we are in the country of Mormar in the town of Perch. Sort of a little port town at the base of the river of the same name, as it meets Loch Vitae. It's sort of built on a hill slope that descends towards the lake, such that even the furthest structures up near, on the far end from the lake, from the second floor, they still have kind of a lake view. It's just sort of built on that kind of slope, ascending away from the lake. And in this town, late at night, we have tucked away in a poor tavern room a pair of brothers, Amethyst Dragonborn. We have Jannik, played by Bob, and we have Rogra, played by Eric. This is Eric. He will be in a future game.
Oh,
yeah, this is going to be the first. By the way, hello, we're all playing digitally. I have no idea where Ryan is. All digitally.
Man, it'd be weird if we did this for a couple of years.
Yeah, no. What if? Who knows what's going to happen?
One time, I'm going to make lasagna.
But again, schedule got interrupted, so we're doing this. But I was like, yeah, a one-off will be fun. So we'll just start with you two in your room. You're, asleep. Used to the rough and tumble, staying out amongst the woodlands or the lake shores where you spend much of your time. Probably about monthly. You do make your way to one of the towns, stay a night, do some trading, that kind of thing. And you're taking your evening advantage of having some nice beds to stay in. I would like you each to make a luck check, because that is the best first roll to make. You make.
First roll of the campaign. Let's go. 22. Nope, 20. I math wrong. Well,
12? Rogra. You're laying there fast asleep when you're woken up by something wet kind of hit your face. And you just and you feel it sort of sliding down, and it's inching its way across your nose. Something is moving upon your face that has just woken you from a deep slumber, from falling from above.
Ew, what? Oh, not again. You grab, check off what it's like.
You pick it off. It's alive. It kind of grabs it. You could fling it off in the dark.
Look up. Can I feel anything?
If you reach up to the ceiling, you drag your hand across the ceiling, and then suddenly, like 4 or 5 of them just from the ceiling onto your arm.
Can I see in the dark? I can't. You said I try. Yeah, go for a light. Try and see what these things are.
Do you have any spell or anything, or dark vision, or are you like lighting up a lantern and?
Yeah, I'll try and light up a lantern in the room. Yeah.
So, Jannik, you're awoken from light as your brother is over there in the middle of the night turning on some lantern.
What are you doing?
And you see now on your arm,
Yang.
probably 24 on the floor and twice as many on the ceiling, just squirming little maggots. Big, inch and a half long maggots.
Do I see the maggots
You do see
too?
the maggots too. Takes you a moment. You're waking up upset, and you're
Shake off my arm. Get the. I'm busy cleaning my arm off at this moment.
Well, he's cleaning. Are they? So they're big maggots.
Yeah, they're big maggots.
I'm just gonna, for funsies, just kind of go, Knox. A small, like, kind of a large dog-sized dragon appears.
What kind of Drake one are you?
And I'm gonna check the hole above. Like, I'm looking up at the hole that
they're not necessarily coming
like,
out of a hole. If you examine around with your perception, you can sort of see some spots like around like the outer wall, and particularly like around the top of the window. And looking outside of the window, there's like they're just evident like outside beyond like they're just sort of plastered on the outside of the window there.
Rogra, did you not clean up food?
I ate everything. I swearsies.
I don't believe you did eat everything. Look at this. Freaking maggots. This is what happens.
Next time we get a nicer place.
We can't afford a nicer place.
Let's get bounties. Get money.
If you recall, we were supposed to bring in 50 pounds of venison for the cooks. Someone mysteriously, so we brought in 25 pounds of venison for the cooks. I don't know what happened.
Traveler's fees. They know about traveler's fees, right?
No, they put in fact do not accept traveler's fees as a reasonable excuse for eating half of their food.
Oh. Next time they know to write it out.
They did.
Oh. Next time they'll show me more.
That was my bad. I didn't show you at all. Didn't expect you to eat 25 pounds of food in a day when I was out.
Have you tried venison? It's delicious.
Of course I've tried venison. Meanwhile, maggots still draw. I get the feeling that this fine establishment no longer requires our patronage. And since the room's maggoty, I don't see a reason we should pay for it.
Yeah.
So, we're just going to go ahead and do a good old a Jade Empire goodbye. Open the window. Just leave.
The window doesn't like have like a.
It doesn't open.
It's a fixed window.
I can make it open.
No. Let's just go downstairs and leave that way.
Walking out sort of into like the upper like balcony kind of that enters the rooms, you see that basically at this time of night the bar is basically shut down. There's someone still like sitting there like half asleep at the bar, and a single sort of sailor asleep at a table. And just sort of looking out into the room, you just see like because it's like a railing and kind of overlooks like the actual bar tavern area downstairs, and like you can just see that from like the crack under the door, that there's 80 plus of these maggots that are coming in from outside.
I get the feeling that this is an ongoing concern.
Yeah, maybe that sailor down there knows something. We should get him involved.
This should be funny. Is the sailor within 30 feet?
Sure.
The sailor hears in his mind, "Get up! The maggots are coming. They're coming to eat your toesies."
Hugo the Fog. Sleeping over a beer at a table, you find yourself startled awake. Some weird voice in your mind saying that maggots are coming for your toesies.
Sit up and take stock, take a look around of what's going on in my at my table.
So as he sits up, what do you look like?
Going to be a haggard, dark-haired man, human, with strangely kind of purple-colored eyes, that is dressed in patchwork commoner clothing, that has a anchor that's sitting by his side.
You look around and you see the barkeep that you know kind of half asleep and just sort of nodding off at the bar. And up on the railing above, you do see a pair of amethyst dragonborn, if you want to describe yourselves.
About 6 foot tall, no tail. Kind of like a deep, dark purple. Like a dark, deep amethyst color with almost clear eyes. Like there's a purplish tint to them, but they're relatively clear and kind of not really spiked. Very like a smooth boy. He's a smooth boy dragon. Like very aerodynamic, I suppose. Wearing darkened, like patched leather armor that's been repaired several times with 2 sheaths on his hip for shorter blades and a quiver and a bow over his back. Holding a backpack in his hand as he starts slinging it on over. And everything that he has looks like once nice, been repaired many, many times. Like everything has like patches. You're not sure what the original color is of most of his clothing. And he's not wearing, he's wearing like kind of Roman style sandals, more so than shoes or boots.
And Rogra?
Rogra?
What did you...
Rogra, being the shorter, stoutier little brother, just back in the tattered clothes of similar style, with his greatsword slung over his shoulder, waving.
So all of you are purple and patchwork. Got it.
Very much so.
All right.
I've been roughed up.
Oh yeah, I also have splint mail armor.
So yeah, you see them, and looking around, you also see this sort of mound of maggots building up from under the front door.
On the other side of the front door?
Like inside, like they're collecting inside.
Like they're moving underneath the door and collecting into a pile.
Yeah. Alright. How far away is the front door?
20 feet?
Okay. Well, still sitting at the table then. I go ahead and have a... My body begins to give off kind of a steam, almost like I'm producing kind of a haze around me that ends up coalescing and shooting off towards the front door, and then a fog-like version of myself ends up appearing there within the 15 feet, or I guess, 15 feet away from me. But, so within, 5 feet of the front door then?
Okay. Yeah. Sort of an echo, would you say?
Yes.
And
Cool.
And then I'll go ahead and the Echo will use his anchor to go ahead and smash some of these maggots.
Go ahead, make an attack roll.
Alright. Natural 20.
That is going to hit, strangely enough.
So yeah, 26 in total. So uh, 20 damage slashing.
Uh-huh.
is he within 30 feet of Nox?
Hugo is, the Echo is not.
Okay.
If everyone wants to just roll initiatives.
Sure thing.
14.
19.
20.
Well then, as we get to the proper round, Hugo gets to just go again.
Okay.
Please to continue the beatings
Uh,
until morale improves.
Alright. Well, I'll go ahead and attack again using the Echo, and I'll go ahead and take a -5 to my attack roll
Okay.
for
Using your power attack.
using Great Weapon Master. It does 14 hit.
Yes.
Nice. And so 15 damage.
And so as your Echo beats on it with its echoey anchor, enough of the maggots just, they're still like dispersing and going around, but like this mound that was building up is smashed in, and I seem to have stopped what was the mass that was trying to make through the door.
Go ahead and stand up from the table now. Well, that one's taken care of. We got any more
As
problems
you,
to deal with, fellas?
As you lift up your tankard to drink, you notice that there is just one loose maggot sort of spitting inside of it.
I go ahead and toss the drink and shoot it with my flintlock pistol.
I gave you 5 bullets and you decisions, okay?
Ruin my good drink.
It pierces right through that maggot. You're just gonna give that one to you, okay? Okay then.
Whatever you do, don't mess with his drink.
We're gonna have to find a watering hole that isn't infested now.
The barkeep kind of like startles awake from that shot.
Your drinks have maggots in them.
They have had maggots from... What got in here?
You made a mess of the place, eh?
So they like sort of stumble into the back to see, to make a count of things.
I turn to Rogra and I'm like, now's our time. As we scurry down the stairs.
Athletics, jump over the railing.
Take
Come on
a
down.
look out.
I look over at our new anchor buoy and be like, "Don't know about you, but I don't like the patron place that's covered in maggots."
No, we need to go and find a more suitable place to take drinks. So,
Yes.
More help. Let's
shall we
go.
off?
So, you open the door, kind of like skirting it over the pile of squashed maggots.
Is there a...
Just rubbing them into the floor.
I mean, yes.
What's going on outside?
There is a bit. If you go over and you kind of pull open curtains, you can see that this seems to be a little widespread across at least the section of city you can see. You can see further, the roofs of a couple buildings leading down towards the lake, and you can see like lanterns alit and going about. A bit of chaos of people running around, and that there seems to be like an overflow of these maggots that has just started to infest and pour over the town.
Looks like there's some...
I don't know what's bugging the town.
Looks like there's some crazy mage that's infesting everything with maggots, I bet.
What an interesting jump of logic. Alright, you want to go hurt him, I guess?
Well, yeah. So...
I mean, you woke us. May as well pay him a visit.
We gotta get him to cover the inn bill.
Well, we
Yeah,
either find the bloke
of
and
course.
smash him in the head or just piss off. Both.
Pain and suffering and whatnot.
I'm not paying for a maggoty room.
Piece of it, now he gets the pain.
Both quite viable options.
And you have had some contract issues. I bet the town would be real pleased.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah.
Sure. Let's I'm going to attempt, God willing, would like survival be trying to track it back to their source?
Sure.
I mean, I have perception. I don't have investigation. It might be an investigation getting.
I do have
It depends
presence.
exactly. Yeah. What are you looking to do right at this moment?
I'm trying to figure out where the maggots originated from.
Start by going out and interacting with some things.
Okay, sure. I'm going to go out and interact with them.
Because you could survival track. You could figure out where all they're entering this building from right here. But yeah.
Oh no! I thought I had opened the door and walked out.
No. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I would like to open the door and walk out, and then attempt to figure out where they came from.
I'll give you a hand with it. 14 survival.
I would be.
You
Okay.
could just aid him to give him advantage.
I'll ask when I want the roll. But yeah. So the immediate.
Oh, sorry.
As you open the door, you just hear sort of the clatter, and as the guard is out and about trying to also put a squash to this. Cries coming from various homes. Just sort of a general sense of chaos. Like at this immediate spot, like it doesn't feel like there's necessarily a area that they're coming from. It feels at this point like the town is overrun from them in the immediate sort of middle of town where you're at.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should go ahead and work on getting some of these cleared up.
Let's go squash his buggies.
Okay, you
So,
find yourself sort of at a street corner, where a guard is basically been overrun and is being consumed under 3 sort of mounds, and as some of these mounds like collect, you can see that some of them like pile up in almost like briefly like bipedal humanoid shapes, and then like collapse back over, as they move on, but they're like lifting up on themselves, almost like the visage of of people for a moment, like as they're making their attacks.
Can I save the guard or take what's on him? Either or.
Is he? Yeah. Is the guard proper? Like, is this cutscene guard dead?
This guard is
or
at the
there a
very
chance?
least unconscious at this moment. We can just hop in with that same initiative. The first fight was short, and just continue on to Jannik's turn.
I just go, I think that's Jerry! And I go up to the mounds, drawing my 2 short swords. And I'm gonna... Oh, wait. I don't have to. I'm gonna start the old swingaroony. And Nox is gonna stick with me. So... What? Where? Stop snowing. That's not helpful. Gonna swing 1. It's a 16 to hit.
16 will hit. Are these D&D Beyond's digital dice that are snowing?
No, there's snow at the top of the screen. I don't like it.
I'm just trying to... What are you
Okay, so
telling your
that's-
dice not to snow for?
Because they're snowing. I wish they weren't, but they are. Okay, so that's 7 regular, and then I need to roll a d6, and 3 lightning on the first hit.
Okay.
Because Nox infuses that first strike.
Alright.
And then on my second swing, because I'm a dual wielder, I got a natural 1.
That misses, actually.
Yeah, so I got a 6, but natural 1.
And now that'll move us on to Rogra.
I think
Okay.
I can tell my companion, because he goes on my turn. And I don't believe infusing is an action. Let me check to make sure infusing is an action. Nope, that's just something it gets to do. Oh, it's a reaction. Sorry, it was a used up reaction.
And does it have to use its reaction to take an action, or does it just get that?
No, it's just its reaction. I have to use its reaction to do it. That's why I can only do it once.
But so it still gets an action. It gets to attack too.
Yeah, it still gets an action. I'm seeing if it does something besides just biting. I think it does. I think it can just bite it this turn. So yeah, Nox is gonna attempt to bite him. It's gonna give him the old chomperooners. Which 15 to hit. And then new dragon.
Hold on.
This.
It can move and use its reaction on its own, but the only action it can take on its turn is the dodge action, unless you use a bonus action on your turn to command it to take another action.
Okay, then yeah, it doesn't do that. It's just standing next to me dodging.
Yep.
Okay, yep.
I was like,
Cool.
this doesn't
New
feel
dragon.
like how 5th edition does companions.
Yeah, new dragon, who dis?
Okay. So he's infusing and dodging.
Yeah.
And then that'll be now to Rogra.
Well, gotta go help him now, I guess. We'll run up to my brother there and start swinging at the...
Same mound of maggots?
Yeah, same mound. Is 19 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Doesn't partner well
No,
with
sorry.
dual wielding, does it?
No. I didn't think
9
about it.
damage for my
How much?
greatsword. 9 damage.
Alright.
But that's okay.
Do you have anything else? Okay. Then one of those swarms is going to turn towards
Because it's me, dragon, and brooder.
Jannik.
Why?
And attempt an infestation.
Outrageous, rude,
Does
cheating.
12 hit?
12 does not hit.
Alright. Another will go towards Rogra. Does 15 hit Rogra?
No, it does not hit Rogra.
And the third will continue on the fallen guard. Which,
It's not going to try to attack the dragon?
no, one of them is still eating.
Rude.
So he will fail a death save from that.
Aren't we the rude ones for interrupting lunch?
And then one is 2 failed death saves. So between those 3, that guard did die. And that brings us to the top with Hugo the Fog.
Hugo. So,
Not using one of my 3 spells on an NPC.
terrain-wise, are we near buildings or something along those lines?
Yeah, you're kind of like in sort of like an intersection between buildings. Yeah, there's...
Okay. So how far away is the piles of maggots compared to...
They're fighting less than 30 feet.
Okay.
Let's say 25. Let's call it.
Alrighty. How tall are the buildings?
Probably around, 18 feet tall?
Okay. Would I be able to send my echo up to one of the roofs?
If that's something your echo can do.
Yes. It can move 30 feet in whatever direction, and then I'll use my bonus action. I'll move myself so that I will be within weapon reach distance of one of these.
Yep.
And then I'll use my bonus action to swap spaces with it.
Okay.
So now I'm up on the roof and it's down to where the piles of maggots are.
Okay.
And then I'll go ahead and start attacking. Does 17 hit?
Yes. Are you going after the same one that the 2 dragon would have been swinging at?
No. I'll
Okay.
go after a different one. And, okay, so 17 hits, 24 damage.
Okay.
And it's still up?
Yes.
Okay, I will use my Unleash Incarnation to do an additional attack. I can do it 3 times per long rest. Does 18 hit?
Yes.
24 damage.
And that one's gone.
Okay. Alright, I'm done.
And that brings us back to Jannik.
Okay. I'm still next to them. I guess I'm gonna go... Okay, so I'm fighting one, brother's fighting another one.
You and your brother have been fighting the same one.
And behind them, I wouldn't be able to get Nox to get into flanking, would I?
Okay. If it
Okay.
you might have to command it to move though, so and it goes after you.
Do I? Okay.
So you wouldn't necessarily get. So you could move on the other end, alternatively, and be flanking.
Yeah,
that way.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. It's like that would be just as easy.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna move, trying to stay in its attack range and move around. And I'm just gonna be like, nope, Nox can just keep dodging. I don't want him to do anything else because it would be silly. Yeah.
Playful dog
can just
dodging,
keep
where he's like running left and then quickly jumping, behind legs behind him and turning around and running right and jumping behind.
He's harassing. Why is this so? There it is. Okay, I'm going to attempt to hit with first swing. 10.
Misses.
All right. Second swing. Natural 20.
Hits.
Okay, well, Nox is going to go ahead and give me my little boost from that. So I get... Okay, so I get 8 physical damage and 5 lightning for my second attack.
Okay.
Oh, wait! That first attack that misses, I had moved to put myself in advantage.
Roll.
$12!
Hits.
Oh, okay. Neat. 9 damage.
And that will take it out. So we're down to just one pile here at this.
Just...
Serving them up, cutting them down. Nox dodges. Rogra.
Yeah, because Nox says they have disadvantage to hit Nox. Yeah.
Alright, so there's a lot more bugs in the streets, though? that we're
There's
bringing
one
on?
more,
Or
like,
just
swarm.
more swarm? Okay, well, this kind of bugs me, so I rage, and...
What happens when you rage?
Well, fun little thing. I'm kind of a wild surge barbarian, so random things happen. And I just rolled, and this time, when it happens, I am surrounded by multicolored projective lights. I gain 1 AC, and while within 10 feet of me, allies gain the same bonus.
So...
Hey!
Just go lights, projectiles.
Sort of like glowing orbs of light just sort of start... Like he seems to get real mad, and like light just sort of shines through his amethyst body and like lighting up around him. But then it kind of just like feels like it's like leeching onto you and your echo as you're nearby.
Ah. Very cool. So, and what does that give?
+1 AC.
+1 AC. Not bad.
Mm-hmm. Within 10 feet of me and my allies. So, yeah, I hit the X1.
And you have advantage, because
Yeah,
with the
but-
way that they moved, you're probably at this point flanking too.
12 hit?
Yes.
Now the real question is what happens when we roll an 11?
Well, we know what
He
happens
damage.
when we roll a 10, so...
Wait.
I
what
feel
do
like
get
Ryan's
for
over there
raging
keeping
damage?
track.
You get... I believe you get +2.
Not of every roll.
What?
He's raging. He's asking
Oh.
what his
That's
bonus
a
damage
8
is.
damage, so 10 damage.
Is that what that is?
Because unlike some... He actually is playing a barbarian like a barbarian.
Yes, strength.
As opposed to other people that we could mention who play Dexy, tanky barbarians.
Rage damage is +2 at our level.
Yeah, okay. So you said
What?
12.
So I've moved it 8 to 10.
As in,
Normal
he
and the
did
rage
8
plus
damage,
2.
then +2.
Okay, so 10.
it's-
No, it's just what? Slashing?
Oh, slashing from my greatsword.
And that it for you? Okay.
Yep. Raging out
And the
of
maggots will move
So, yeah.
into Jannik's space to try and infest him.
Why me?
Okay, they might do something. Does 19 hit?
Yes, does.
Question: am I within 5 feet of Jannik?
Sure.
Okay, then I will use my Sentinel ability to use a attack of opportunity against the creature. Because they tried
Your
to...
Echo can
Best
Sentinel?
ability.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just going to be grateful that you're getting this build out of the way here on a nice quick one-off.
Exactly.
Because the
Hey,
fact
we
that
have to run.
I gave you, what, an hour to just come up with it, like, from nothing? And you have it? If this is a concept you've had.
It's like...
I think Eric's is the more impressive one. I've been thinking about mine for a while.
So I get a 17 on the roll.
To hit?
Yes, to hit.
Amazingly, their AC skyrockets.
Yeah.
The shield.
And 17 on the damage.
17 just bludgeon?
Slashing.
Slashing? Okay.
From my sharpened anchor.
Anchor. 17.
Yeah, I don't know if it matters, but when the lightning thing gets infused, I think it turns my... No, it doesn't. It just adds... Never mind.
Adds damage that is all...
As you were. Yeah, it just adds. It doesn't magic it up. Never mind, as you were. Live your life.
And you do that before they do anything else, correct?
When a creature within 5 feet of you makes a attack against a target other than you, and that target doesn't have this feat, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature. And since I hit, its speed reduced to 0, so.
But that was you did it when they attacked. So
yeah, when
they were already in this space.
Yeah, down with. Yeah, they're already there.
But so does your
I think it
attack
still gets
land first before they?
That's up to you, man.
Is it on attack or on hit? If it's on attack,
it says when a creature within 5 of you makes a attack against a target other than you.
Okay, so you would have done it when they declared attacking rather than once we knew they hit. So they're below half and deal the lesser damage. So that is 6 piercing damage. And you need a con save as well.
con. Natural one.
Natural 1.
For a 3.
You can mark that you are diseased, and you will find out what that does once you finish a long rest.
Okay.
What was Bob's character's name?
Jannik.
Who got diseased?
Jannik.
I got diseased.
And that will bring us to Hugo's turn.
Oh, brother. Getting diseased.
Hey, at least it's from maggots and not like a lady of the evening.
She said she'd polish me.
I don't know. At least that second one has something good that comes along with it.
Hugo.
Oh, my turn?
Yep.
Alright, so we just got the one maggot pile left.
Yep.
I'm attacking with advantage.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
not really.
if you're
Right now
in
it's
the-
not really flanked because it moved into his space.
Okay.
oh yeah, like kind of behind me.
Kind of like he's trying not to kill you as he swings his anchor right at you.
Yeah, quick question. Why is it always me?
15 on the roll. And it dealt 17 on the damage.
Alright.
It's still up.
Still up.
Alright. I'll unleash again. And I get a 18 on the attack roll. And I get...
Does not matter.
20.
They're gone. They had one. He kind of swings his anchor at you, and you lose balance and kind of like tumble around, and he swings it back and wiping him off your front and your back. And
Alright, that's got you cleaned up.
With the guard? Since
yeah,
we're
as
here?
you look down at the guard seems to have passed on.
Oh, darn.
Oh, Jerry, no!
Yeah, I mean, has some
Just, we fall to the ground, just, oh no, just looting him.
leather armor, short sword, bullseye lantern.
I'll go ahead and take the bullseye lantern and strap it to my belt.
What?
Monies?
Not with him, no. He's a He's a guard. That would be back in the barracks.
It's,
When you go out as a guard, you don't keep your cash on you. That makes you a target.
How do they buy lunch?
Just go back to the barracks.
And so we get short sword, bullseye,
I think they're
lantern,
medium
and
armor,
leather
right?
armor.
Yeah. If you're literally stripping him, also common clothes.
No, okay, no.
Yeah, no.
There is we'll call it dwarf meat if you want to take that. Bone
Yeah.
if you go far enough in.
Oh, no,
We could
no,
just
I'm not taking
title it internal organs.
Viscera.
Yeah.
Assorted viscera.
It's like it depends. How much are you looting him?
I'll just take the short sword.
Given magic and probably the level of medical technology, I'm not thinking that organs are going to sell that well.
No.
So,
But otherwise, around you, you're seeing other people having some success, and that it seems like maybe the maggots are being drawn off, or maybe they seem to be retreating. Still cries from buildings, and you hear from one of the larger buildings up, sort of near the center, on like the highest rank, like the four-star, like the big building there. You hear from there like just a bell ringing. But otherwise, the maggots seem to be drawing away from the.
are they heading?
Are we gonna? Are we gonna follow the maggots?
What direction?
And see
Yeah,
what
What what direction are they heading towards the bell?
They're heading northeast, which is sort of is towards the bell. Like it's that general direction, but like it doesn't feel like they're like going towards like that. It doesn't feel like they're going towards it, but it is both at the back end of the town, like away from the lake.
Oh, okay. So they're retreating away from the lake.
Yes.
Okay. It's like looks like whatever land-loving wizard does doing this is having them drawn back further in town, maybe towards that bell tower that's ringing.
Oh.
Shall we?
You do see that a large number of guard are moving back and falling back towards the bell.
Ah, okay.
We can go with them.
I feel like they've got it. Let's follow the maggots.
Yeah, alright.
It's like we can tail them.
The maggots?
Yeah.
Do all three of you go that way?
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah.
like we're going.
I don't think it's a high-speed pursuit.
Yeah, it's not particularly a high-speed pursuit. It's like if someone wanted to investigate the other and catch back up, you...
I'm not the investigating type.
You can now make your survival check if you're trying to track the maggots.
Oh, good. That's all I've ever wanted.
We know surviving.
Out of any D&D campaign is I wish to track the maggots. 22.
Okay. You are tracking those maggots.
Do I think they're heading out of town or further into
You think
town?
that they're heading out of town.
I say so, and then I think these guys are leaving town. I think we need to go to the bell. Like town, this is like,
do it.
yeah, this is kind of swampy, boggy.
It's like Lakeland. It's not really swampy, boggy, but it is sort of where woods meet that border. It's
Okay, so.
Which is why I said,
but
like,
I'm pretty
when
sure
you said you're taking swamp as your environment, I'm like, you live in this area, count it Lakeland. It counts.
Lakeland is such a weird
Yes,
term.
it is.
It's not a real
No, it is
thing.
not. It is a local term. It is a term used here in Mormar for the area surrounding Loch Vitae and Loch Sal. These
okay.
Great Lakes, as it were.
Oh, don't you know? I wish I had known that. I would have done this the
I'm glad you
entire
didn't.
time. I think this is the... Oh, don't you know? Oh, man, I tell you what. Okay, so here's what we're going to do now. I'm relatively sure these maggots are just going to be moving on out into the lakelands. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go check out that bell tower, because those poor folks, they might need some help.
Yeah, that's all we do in the Great Lakes, just help people.
Yeah, I mean, you got to help them. We got bad winters here. Let's go.
We just
gotta, you got to be helpful.
I'm sorry.
This is your fault. I am a purple dragonborn who sounds just like this.
I'm sorry.
we were rough and tumble, and then we just went all of a sudden.
We were all rough and tumble. Then you told us that we were freaking youpers, and now this is where we're at. You got no one to blame but yourself.
I blame you. This is all your fault. You head towards the bell.
Oh, they're ringing the heck out of that boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
and they've kind of gathered gathered the guard to the home of the mayor.
Oh, the mayor's ringing the bell.
And Mayor Bo Bean is...
Bo Bean doing the banging?
Oh, Bo Bean over there banging on that bell.
Is as the guard sort of frantically, or get there, he kind of frantically expresses the need for aid as
sweet.
Yeah, he manages to compose himself well enough to point out that it seems that the maggots moved into town and had murdered his wife.
You murder maggots, eh?
And so basically calling chaotic instructions to stop them, bring them to justice, barking kind of insane orders considering that it's maggots, but seems very distraught and not all right in the head. As the guard are kind of trying to figure out how well to listen and how well needing to defend things on the home front.
Oh jeez.
Oh no.
But he's requesting for aid.
Yeah, well, he's demanding aid. He's demanding that there be justice.
It's like, well, Mayor Bo Bean, that's quite a tragedy. But you want some aid? He's like, I'll give you aid. What kind of reward are we expecting?
I mean, it's really fair if you go ahead and ask for a compensation for a task.
Certainly.
Of Saltley?
Certainly.
Ah. We're much better with numbers.
Yeah, so if you can just throw it out at us, see?
Vague promises, not so much. We're going to have to go ahead and ask you to go ahead and give us some hard numbers there, bud.
Kind of, turning in from the balcony of which he's sort of speaking from, and just sort of comes out with sort of a bit of a nice sort of purple wooden box, kind of jewelry box that he opens. The murderer of my wife is brought to justice. The contents of this, and sort of just gleaming sort of gems and earrings and necklaces and
Treasure, you're speaking my language. And he's like,
so Maggot Man's offering a bribe to get somebody?
And he's like, I'll find your wife's murderer, and I expect...
don't worry, bud. We're going to find them together. We'll go ahead and split that right on up between the tricks of us. Don't you worry.
And you kind of feel like the nervous guard having these orders sparked to them almost has a sense of calm of, okay, and you hear them discussing, okay, now how do we re-up city defenses? What do we do as far as the fallen god? Where they're now worried about that kind of thing.
Oh, Jerry's dead.
What's the name of the town?
I hate to break this to you,
Perch.
bud.
No.
Oh yeah, Jerry's dead.
Jerry's
He's
dead
like-
there, bud.
He done.
He got attacked by 3 of them. We couldn't make it to him in time.
If they not in the
Should
dog.
we succeed, I expect the crew of Hugo the Fog will be great friends here in Perch, eh?
Greatest, as long as I'm mayor.
Sounds good to me.
That sounds... I mean, he didn't do great in the last election. Just saying. There was some stiff opposition.
Well, we'll go ahead and make sure he gets reelected next time.
Oh, wait, it was Jerry. Jerry ran against him. We're fine.
A little...
Terrible news about... I go, hey, Fred, you should probably tell Jerry's wife. I mean, I know they just had a newborn, so she's probably up.
Quit giving random guard tragic backstory!
So,
Oh, man, that newborn's going to be a heck of an adventure someday.
But,
a friend in need is a friend indeed.
quickly handed a few things. Basically from the guard, a little bit of supply.
Oh, did we get stuff?
Yeah, you're handed, a few days rations, that kind of thing. Couple ups of if you need weapons. One of you may not you. One of you with standard weapons can have one of those weapons changed for a +1. Yep.
One of us. You both. Yeah, Eric, you.
Okay, yeah.
Rogra, why don't you go ahead and grab one?
Okay, yeah, I'll make my great sword.
Oh, yeah, Rogra. You know what, bud? That thing's basically rusted through. Why don't you go ahead and grab a replacement there?
So just
Oh, man,
making
this is
sure
a
that
nice
you're,
finger.
basically
Thanks,
they're supporting you in this endeavor of thank you for not making this our problem.
Right.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
So,
You just, those tickets that we got for drunken in public?
No idea, nothing about them.
Oh, man, bud, thanks for that. I
Yeah,
tell you what, you're new Jerry, I swear.
Andrew's the
I can,
best.
I
He
can
was.
grab a,
Poor
longbow
Jer.
now.
Jerry.
Yeah, if you wanted to, well, if you don't already.
No, I exchanged it for the pistol.
Oh yeah, sure.
Can I grab a pistol?
No, they don't have that. They don't have a pistol or an acre, which is why I told him that he couldn't have his stuff changed for a +1, because I was like, no. They don't have that. But you've let the trail get a little cold. You need another survival to try and recatch it.
Rude.
Securing that you'll be rewarded for this. Yeah.
Outrageous. 14.
Nope,
that was
that is
good.
You have the general idea for what direction they're headed, and admittedly, it is many swarms of maggots. So as far as tracking them, I mean, like, there is some ease of it, but it does take a little longer than you might like, and you did have your night's rest interrupted. So,
You didn't get a view rest, brother.
Thank God I didn't use any spells or abilities previously.
So you could either carry on with a level of exhaustion each, or you can stop to rest.
Alright, let's stop to rest. I pull out a sprig of mistletoe, and I give it a little shake. I'm like, and just berries are dripping off of it. I'm gonna go ahead and eat one and pass it around.
What do those do?
They're good berries.
Oh, you brought the good berries, eh?
They last for 24 hours. You're satisfied on both food and water for 24 hours, and they heal 1 point of damage.
So nothing as far as diseases.
And
Got it.
Nope, I have 10 of them minus 3, so I have 7 left.
Alright. Roll a d6 for me.
Absolutely, I'd love to. Boop. 4.
4. Roll 2d4 for me.
2d4. Okay. Do. 6.
Your hit point maximum is reduced by 6. You
Rude.
cannot get those back in any way until this disease is gone.
Outrageous.
Oh, it could
Outrageous.
have been worse.
Man, you got the clapper right there.
Could have been a lot more disruptive.
Okay. Yeah, it certainly could have.
But other than that, with the next morning, you can carry on another survival check.
Right.
Alright,
Either
just...
two of you can make it, or one of you can that has survival. I know can give him
Yeah, advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can pop advantage. Really give him a.
Okay. Cool. I was just checking to see if there was things that I could do. There is not. So I got advantage on my survival? Okay, so I got an 11 and a 25. I'm going to go ahead and take that 25.
Good choice. But you are able to pick up the trail of the maggots, leading up into the hilllands, like the foothills of the Meltwater Mountains. And you find sort of a spot where they seem to disappear between kind of a crack, just sort of a crack in the wall that's, say, 3 or 4 inches wide. Is sort of where you see there's like you can see like little areas like looking through it where like there are other spots where sunlight hits beyond, but
Can we see
take the
anything in there?
bullseye lantern and hold it up to the crack to see if we can see a bit into it.
yeah, like you can see little spots through where like light sunlight almost even seems to be seen a bit through. Like there's something beyond that they've moved to.
So how long does the crack go for?
I don't know, 10, maybe 15 feet.
And then whatever turns.
Seems
or-
to like open up like into something where light is hitting on the other end.
Okay.
Like there's no immediate like entrance as far as like where the light is hitting isn't immediately like obviously evident of it's just like a
Okay, I can summon my echo 15 feet away. If I do so in that location,
Okay.
Is it able to fit, and can it look around?
Make a luck check.
Okay. 17.
Yeah.
Okay. So, it's able to fit in there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, what do you see?
Immediately it sort of sees like sort of like a carved out chamber here, and that there's sort of like a stone like arched doorway with like runes all carved along it on one end, and on the other end is a bit of like it seems like bounced light off of some sort of almost like polished metal surface that is bouncing into the area from an area near like a bit of like not quite a waterfall, but like rapidy kind of water from where the descending lake perch is coming. So like light traveling through the water and reflecting off of like some sort of polished surface.
Okay, so it looks like it has some sort of behind the waterfall entrance.
Yes.
Okay, well, I go ahead and tell these guys, and it's like, I think if we go and find the waterfall, we'll find the entrance to where the maggots have had behind that. Seems to have light reflecting off the water, coming from wherever the waterfall is.
I mean, you can see that. Yeah, that is immediately evident. That's
Okay.
Great idea, don't you know?
basically you've been following them mostly up the path of the river.
Okay.
So,
He's like, well,
So, how big is this hole?
the immediate one that he went through is like that big. There is supposedly one that is like kind of behind like the waterfally rapids area.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try to try to slip on in there.
I need either an
to the
athletics
waterfall
or an
area?
acrobatics check to make it through.
Okay, you betcha. Give me just 1 second here to get back to the character sheet. I was checking something real quick.
Yeah.
Right, I do some backflips with my 23
As
athletics.
he's doing this,
Not your turn.
I mean, I need it from both of you if you're trying to get through. You said 23?
Me.
I'll just switch positions with my echo.
Yep.
And then
I got a 15 on that athletics there, bud.
And you had a 23? I'll say that you know, as you're telling him, you know, like, it's not his turn and all that, he manages just to help push you the rest of the way through. As
Just like brotherly, like, no, stop it. Which he's like, please to move.
push. And you end up pushing through and just sort of falling like into sort of like an area where sort of like an extra area of water is like tunneling like around into this chamber and then coming out below, like sort of like a section of stone that was different minerals and did not get eaten away, where like a weird like path of water has eaten through it as the water went through over the years. But you find yourself sort of in a pool as the water is like escaping from down here back into the river, with your brother calmly standing on the other end.
You know, you could just be a little less pushy. This is why Mother named you a noise instead of a name.
I also resummon my echo next to me.
Okay.
Butthole.
But otherwise, you now all find yourself in this area, and sort of, it seems there's a few of these sort of mirrored surfaces in the area, and they each are like sort of silvered with little runes carved into each one, and the runes carved around the archway of stone seem to match.
Oh, look at these fancy pants they have here.
I mean, is there any secret entrances?
I
anything of that
assume in the
nature?
middle of that archway there.
You're not like an elf that just gets to know.
Like- Yeah, I know. I just have a really high perception, so I didn't know if I noticed any.
I mean,
hidden
you
doorways.
seem to feel like there is probably like this archway. This feels like it's supposed to be a doorway of some sort. That there probably is some way
Okay.
through.
I'm gonna investigate.
Sure.
Would that be that what
You can do
that
that.
is? Go ahead and throw an investigation. Not good at it, but that's what I'm doing. I'm
Don't
investigating.
worry about it.
I got a 6. Didn't
didn't
do
do
good. Didn't do bad. Didn't do
Did a
good.
little bit.
Sharp.
So we
I tell you
have,
what,
whatever
Yeah.
the mirrored stone with the runes, and then we have the door that has the matching runes.
Yep.
Just as a quick check, I go ahead and take out my billy club and just give them a tap to see if they react.
What are you tapping?
Use my magic awareness.
I go ahead and tap the door
Are you doing
first,
Okay.
just very
Okay.
lightly, not.
I mean, so the door, like, there's an archway, and then in it looks like rough stone.
Mm-hmm.
So you're tapping just like that rough stone in between.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's tap.
And tapping the archway.
Seems like stone.
Okay. Then go over to the
Adam?
mirrored rune.
Adam, while he's doing this, I'm doing magic awareness.
So I'm gonna try something a little silly.
Hold up. Let me do this real bit. The magic
Okay,
awareness,
go.
I can detect magic, all magic within 60 feet of me. So is there any-
Yeah, the runes themselves on the runes on the archway are magic, and I guess like the stone that's set in between the archway is magic.
I'm gonna try and use thaumaturgy to instantly cause an unlocked door to fly open, and I'm just gonna assume that the wall is a door and it is unlocked. I'm gonna try and thaumaturgy.
It is currently locked.
Like a
Unfortunately.
butter?
You said you tapped the mirror though,
Yeah. If I,
and the mirror seems to have like some sort of weird hinge area, and it kind of moves as you tap on it.
Alright. Am I able to move the thing so it reflects the light to its corresponding room?
You can make... what would that be? Arcana would definitely work. See if there's something else I could offer.
Can I use my navigator's tools?
No. Not that.
Can he use his proficiency in navigator's tools?
No.
Those
Can I use my pamphlet?
Items in 60 feet
This
of them?
isn't. This is kind of similar to my star map. I might as well just kind of move it around.
Adam, there's no other spell or magical item in 60 feet of me?
I mean, your own sword. But yeah, no, that is it.
Okay.
Hey, Adam, I'm going to have to duck out for just a second. I will be right back.
So, Arcana?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Jannik decides to wait for you guys to solve this.
I get a 16.
16? Yeah.
But are taking a nap as well.
So you're able to kind of move it, and you can get some of them to hit, but like any way that you seem to move it, like right, it seems like the light that's bouncing through seems to have some of them like just sort of off on like the side wall, like where they're stretched in a way where it doesn't quite hit.
But there's multiple mirrors, right?
There was one mirror that has the runes on it. There are multiple mirrors, but only one that is actually has these etched pieces.
Okay. Can we adjust the other mirrors?
You can.
Okay.
We have to move in a series of 90-degree angles like in a terrible video game?
You mean a great video game?
Puzzle? Depends on the game.
Okay. Well,
Awful puzzles.
Dungeon Siege or Dungeon Siege 2.
I'll spend time
As seen on Jake Kind Video Gaming.
adjusting the other mirrors so that we might be able to reflect the light between the mirrors to hit the correct spots.
Okay. Make a knowledge nature check for me.
A 9?
9. Okay. How long do you spend working on this?
I don't know, like an hour.
Okay. Yeah, it's everything that you're seeming to do. Like, it feels like this, you've done all that, from what you know, like, that should work, but it just doesn't seem to be able to, like, it feels like, almost like are these in the wrong spot? Like, they're kind of, like, wedged into spots in the stone, but, with, like, a one pivot axis on each one, but it feels like at a certain point, I've moved all the things.
And he's like, Well, I guess our other option is to wait for the right time of day. Maybe that will get different source of light as the day goes on.
Well, there's no other bugs to bother us right now, so I guess we're just hanging out, right?
Yeah. It's like
The time is right, so to
it's
speak?
like I think I've got the mirrors in the right place. Now maybe all we need to do is just wait.
Correct. That is the answer. So,
Push the buggies in the meantime, if they're passing through.
just squash the bugs trying to return home. Incidental, easy enough at the point where they're returning as individuals. But yeah, so you kind of do your bug squashing and just sort of wait. And after a couple hours, you feel confident that it's gonna work out, as things are generally starting to move towards where you think, where they're supposed to be. But eventually, yeah, things just sort of shift into place, and as the light just sort of fills each of the runes, sort of like sparkles away the stone in the center, and you just see beyond a dark tunnel that leads into the mountain.
Alright. Well, we got a dark tunnel. Go ahead and get our Bullseye
You didn't
lantern
see the
ready.
tunnel before?
What?
You didn't see the tunnel before? So it was cast blocked by magic?
Yeah, the door
Yeah,
was
the
magically
stone was in the way. The stone that I said was magical.
Oh,
Now the stone is
okay.
gone. The tunnel was there the whole time. There was just something magic in the way, like I said.
Gotcha.
So do you head on in?
Yes.
You start marching away, and you just kind of crushing on some of the bugs through this tunnel as you go, because they just sort of seem to have settled along the walls
Flushing as we
and
get.
floors. As it kind of has a slight increase, the air just feels a little moist.
Have your wits about you.
Yes.
For now.
Okay. So you're walking down this dark tunnel with maggots, and as it goes through, it just sort of, I mean, it doesn't like twist and turn, but it does kind of waver. Like it's not like it was carved through here intentionally, but working with the natural stone, I guess, is the best way to kind of describe that.
Oh, look at this craftsmanship, eh?
And eventually, you can just sort of see up ahead, like, even through the darkness and just having your little lantern, like, just sort of like the... Where you sort of see, like, through the lantern, the walls lit up. You can kind of see that up ahead there is an opening where it goes to a much larger chamber, as all of a sudden the light just isn't illuminating anything along the walls. Do you approach in any particular way?
I'm gonna have Nox sneak up and look around because he's got dark vision and I do not.
And as he's sneaking up, you all hear just sort of a little ting, like almost like a sound of something metal sort of grazing by some like thick glass. It's kind of the sound almost that it is. Exactly. But you just hear sort of a sound, and as he kind of looks up, ignoring the obvious movement of the maggots, what...
Well, he's sneaking.
Yeah. You can make a roll.
Yeah, that was kind of the. He's a sneaky boy. You sneaky boy.
Because Nox is a purple dragon drake or something.
It is a drake.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, he's a dragon. He's my little dragon companion. He is a small-sized dragon.
Okay.
With no wings.
Are
you gonna find your bonus quicker than you?
No, it's a +1. I just didn't know if he had anything else. So he got a 21.
When he sneaks up, and also, what's his perception?
His passive is 12.
Yeah, so he's not quite getting details, but he can see sort of like it is a large kind of oval-ish shaped room, but it does like from like this kind of path that is slightly ascending, it kind of cuts off and goes down to a bit of a bowl in kind of room, and sort of like the ceiling up above beyond what he could quite tell.
Yeah, he's got 60-foot dark vision instead of 32.
60s.
I don't know if that changes anything.
But like at the bottom, there is some sort of probably 6 foot tall like cylinder that is just sort of like set in the bottom, like the direct bottom of this like sort of slight bowled room. It's not like it's designed like a bowl, but it's just sort of like where it's all like the floor kind of just sort of centers down to this lowest point where that is. And around it, slowly kind of rolling, is probably 2.5, probably about 2 foot diameter sort of brass or gold metal orb with bits like sticking out of it in weird ways, but it's just kind of lopsidedly rolling around, and occasionally hitting into this kind of glass column that is in the middle of the room. It's like, whatever, 6 or 7 foot tall.
Oh, you said there's one ball or 2 balls?
There is one ball kind of rolling around and a glass, like, column in the middle of the room.
Oh, wow. Hey.
And this is what the Drake sees. I don't know if you get to see through its vision with its ability, or...
Oh, no, I can't. I can telepathically communicate with it, because I have telepathy through my race, not through this. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, the draconic mind, yeah, that's 30 feet.
It knows
yeah,
draconic.
so I might have to sneak up to save. Yeah, but I don't know if it speaks.
Yeah, it should.
But I have...
It can...
I have telepathy.
It knows draconic. So... But in other words, at the very least, because most likely you're... yeah, psionic mind, it must be able to understand at least one language to comprehend them. So, like, it needs a language for that to work, but it has one, is the point.
Yeah. Okay.
Just gotta speak it.
Okay, so yeah, I'm using my telepathy thing for him to tell me what's going on.
Oh. Let's see. This is weird, Dad. There's a ball. Big ball. Too big of a ball. And, it's hitting a pole. More of the bug thing is just sort of sitting around. They seem lazy.
Okay, bud. I'm just gonna go on up there and have a look-see with you. All right? Don't make any no sudden moves. Okay, bud? I'm gonna sneak up there with them.
Are we all sneaking out there, or?
No, I am sneaking up there. You're not sneaky.
That is true.
You can try.
Okay, so 17 on the stealthy boy. And I'm guessing because it's dark, I can't see.
Not
or is there enough light?
No, it's... you see a faint little glow from what must be this moving ball. There's sort of a faint glow that seems like it's behind like something has been placed over a source of light that is maybe part of this brass orb. Like one of the bits of clutter around it seems to be blocking some little source of light within it. And so you can just kind of see a little movement of that, and occasionally it passes behind the column.
Okay.
But your lantern's back behind you so as to not be breaking your stealth.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, I am going to scooch back. I'm like, come on, bud. Like, in his head. Telepathy. Bah, bah, bah. So we're gonna kind of scooch back. And I go, I can't see anything. I don't suppose any of you can see in the dark.
Are you talking to us?
Yeah.
No?
It's like...
I mean, let's just charge on in there, though. I don't know why we just shipped it to Bath in accident, but hey.
It's like, brought a lantern.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You got a lantern there, bud. Why don't you,
strap it to an animal, and just let them run on in. Light up the
joint. Why don't we just, we could just light a torch and yeet it, you know?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Who has the strongest strength here?
Well, it's just dropping it, and that would be you, brother.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I know you like to ask that to remind everyone, but it's clearly you, so...
I mean, you're the tall brother, I get to be the big brother.
Well, I'm actually... How tall are you?
Shorter than you.
His description was that he was
most
shorter and stouter than you.
Okay, because most Dragonborn is described as well over 6 feet, and I'm just 6
apparently
foot.
The Amethyst Dragonborn aren't most Dragonborn.
Yeah, we're little fellers.
stoners.
We're just little dragons.
Cowering over other people.
Don't call me little.
And what's Eric's strength score? Okay,
18.
so we're equal.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Remember, Ryan's
So,
Echo
yeah.
Knight, that is a fighter. He is playing a fighter.
Oh, right. I'm gonna go ahead and light up take out my tinder box. I'm gonna light off one of my torches and hand it to Rogra. Here you go. Go ahead and just toss it down that hole there, bud.
Yep. You don't.
Let's make an attack roll.
It's a simple
Just-
weapon, right?
Yeah, just your strength.
Okay.
It's improvised, so you don't get
okay.
proficiency.
19 then.
Yeah. You get it kind of like just leaning up against the side of the column in the middle. To which
Oh, look at that trick shot, eh? Got it even standing.
to which now you can see the column itself, which is probably 4 foot wide, made of a thick glass that has some sort of rune-laden like metal design both on the bottom and the top, like sort of spiky like thing with like runes carved into it. Otherwise, like a glass cylinder. That with the light,
It's the
with
perfect
the torch
dildo.
landing in just the perfect spot, you can see like looking like maybe something hit it from around this ball's height. Has eventually like worn like a crack, and there's like just a crack in it. Otherwise, it is just. I mean, it's thick glass, but you can, it is empty.
We can't really ignore its girth, brother.
Oh, this is a girthy boy. This is definitely a girthy
The ball,
boy.
the brass, copper, gold, whatever ball on the ground seems to have sets of like arms, legs, and wings that have all been bound to it with like iron rods that all connect to this round. It's some sort of symbol, but from this distance you can't tell what it is. But some sort of symbol that is placed over what looks to be like a round light, like a central like cycloptic eye or something in the middle of it, where it is binding all of its appendages like together with.
Well,
How far away is
It is probably 40 feet from like the top bridge, like where the tunnel ends.
I'm thinking we go run up and hit it with our breath weapon, eh?
No, I think this requires a little Midwestern politeness, I'm just gonna go say hello.
Okay.
I'm gonna go here. Go ahead and tie this off to something. I hand you 50 feet
There
of
is
rope.
literally nothing to tie it off to. It has been this smooth
That means I'm.
shaft of a tunnel that you've walked down for quite a distance.
Wow.
I'm like, go ahead and tie this off to
So
something.
other than like
I don't
yourself
know,
or the Drake or the pirate, there's like nothing.
Okay, can you two?
Working
Hey, can you two buds go ahead and hold on to that real quick? I'm gonna go ahead and
Thank you.
climb on down.
I mean, it's not like a down kind of like you could walk down it. It's like a good. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's what you mean.
it's a
like I
ramp.
said, it's a shallow
Community's
like
a little
oval
long.
bowl. It's a good 10 maybe at like the furthest point like 15 degrees where it meets.
So we're talking skate park.
Okay.
Yeah, like less
That's
extreme than a
the one
skate park.
goes to the
Like
last-
it would get that extreme because
Okay,
it eventually like it wraps and rounds around the top at some distance in the height that you can't quite see. But
I'm gonna try and get within 30 feet of the ball rolling around and use telepathy to talk
Okay.
to it.
Yeah, that's live, isn't it?
it's
Okay, yeah.
basically it
Uh,
is
Hey there, bud.
work job do job do job do job
You stuck there? You stuck,
do
bud?
job. I let's see here. Would like to know. This falling from that dark point up in the ceiling, sort of shooting right, I don't know, probably a good 5 feet from you with that roll, really, is this sort of what looks like a thick bolt of sizzling black energy that just sort of shoots down and lands in the ground, like piercing through it before sizzling and smoke trailing away and it disappearing into nothingness.
Well, that's
I
not
need
too
you to roll
kind of you.
initiatives.
Did you? Adam turned Irish.
It happens. You know that.
12.
12.
Oh yeah, but I went ahead and got a 12 on that initiative roll there.
Yeah, 2 on dex.
4.
I think you're. Oh, higher. Yeah.
Uh, 21.
This is what we get for showing Midwest values. Now we're down for a scrap. You down for a scrap?
Now you're turning Irish.
And another of those bolts shoots down towards you. First attack was a natural 1. Next attack was a natural 2. We're gonna eventually get up there. I'm guessing an 8 does not hit.
Oh no. Why is it always
Because
me?
you walked out into the room.
Hmm.
Just like last time,
Ain't
you're the
fair.
first that ran up to attack. Anyways, that makes it Jannik and Rogra's turn. You can just do it whichever order works best for you. You're on the same side.
I'd let brother go first because he's being attacked. I'd run up over to him.
I got a 12. What did you get, Ryan? Oh Jesus. I'm gonna go ahead and move back to the tunnel entrance. And do I see anything up there? Or?
No, it is too tall up for you to see. It's probably, you would guess based on the angle that the ceiling goes in, it's sort of in the middle, it's probably a good 80 feet up. At the very top of the room. Beyond where the light reaches, beyond where the dark vision sees.
Okay. I don't think this is a thing, but let's see if it's a thing.
Oh no. He was being lazy the first time, that's why he only attacked once.
Oh, good.
As I looked at it, I was like, wait a minute, he has multi-attack! He'll remember that later.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. Dodge. I'm gonna move back into the tunnel and take a dodge action.
Okay.
And go. There's something up there that's shooting at me, but I can't see it. I need it to get down here so I can hit it, you know.
Okay,
Does-
so we got
do you have
smashed
Knox
down
do
again?
anything?
Nox, you get over here, bud. Yeah, Nox, get on over here.
What's Bob's guy his name again?
Jannik.
What, my dragon?
What was
Jannik.
brother's name again?
Jannik.
Jannik.
Jannik, and the dragon's name is Nox.
I joined
So, yeah,
Jannik
I'm
in the
gonna
mouth of the
go
tunnel.
back. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the into the tunnel and take the dodge action.
Does...
And dragon's doing the same thing. Nox is also with me.
Alright. And that bring... so...
Join them up.
Rogra.
Join them up there, I guess. Repair it. You can't repair actions to... I think just, like... ready to strike on anything that comes through, but...
You can prepare an
Where
action
do
to
you,
hit
where do
something
you
that comes
stay
close
at?
to you.
You go out into the room, behind them in the tunnel?
I go at the mouth of the tunnel. I join them at the mouth of the tunnel.
I'm a little bit further back. I moved further
Okay,
into the
so yeah.
tunnel, not at the mouth.
You could be like in front of or
I go a
behind
little bit
them.
past him. Go a little bit
Okay.
ahead of them, I guess.
Like, all the way to
We're
the
playing the
mouth, or
pronoun
still
game.
like trying to stay out of view of it, or...
Yeah, out of the
Okay.
view mouth, I guess.
And I guess that'll bring us
No
to
steep
Hugo.
angles.
Okay. So, if I point my bullseye lantern up towards the ceiling, is it higher than 120 feet?
Nope.
Okay. Do it.
You see sort of swirling like a pool of red ichor.
If it's
like
further
thick-
than 60, then it's dim light, just in case.
Okay. And it is. So yeah, it's some sort of liquid up there with shadows that seem to have eerie appearance.
Yeah, because it's a lake.
So who can poke it?
That was not my fault. You made that. This is your fault.
Mhm.
It was a superior joke. That also was a superior joke.
See what it there.
There's a lot of depth to it.
You think they'd be washed up by now, but no.
Alright, so
Honestly, there's been such a dearth. It must come like a nice fresh glass of water.
So it's a swirling, teeming mass of shadows up there.
Something like that. It's hard to see with the dim light, but yeah.
We got able to poke it? I can only throw about 60 feet.
I mean, it's not my turn. I can't speak.
Okay.
Whose turn is it then? Sorry.
Did me pointing the lantern at it cost any of my actions?
Just, basically you have moved out into the mouth opening.
Okay.
You probably have maybe 10 foot of movement if you want to go back, but...
Alright. I'm going to give the lantern to my echo.
Okay.
And I'm going to have it move in the direction of the creature, 30 feet.
Does it, fly?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's going to go ahead and point the lantern at it to see if I can get it within 60 feet.
Okay, so it's moving 30 feet. Yeah, it can do that then. So it is a red, it is like a pool of blood that has, instead of pulling down to the floor, it is feeling almost like it's kind of pulling up near the ceiling. And in it is a shadowy form of a skull and a rib cage. And that kind of almost skeletal appearance in shadow in what is otherwise a pool of blood.
Friendly.
Alrighty. Then I will go ahead and it's how far distant from me?
From you or from your echo?
From me.
Probably about 90 feet.
Okay, and for my echo, it's 60?
60.
Because I don't think the pistol actually has that much range to it.
Didn't you get a blunderbuss?
No, it's a pistol.
Flintlock pistol.
Yeah, pistol's only 30 feet. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and shoot it with the longbow.
Okay.
Alright. Does 16 hit?
Yes.
Alright.
Want to bet it doesn't do damage if it's not magical? Just saying, Adam never gives us magic.
I deal
So
7
the fact that
piercing.
he's have some magic.
7 piercing.
Okay.
And because I'm quite concerned.
Arrow kind of dangling from it until it falls out of the liquid in the ceiling.
Alright, so it points into it and then just kind of falls out.
Yeah, it stays there for a moment and it's still liquidy, so. But it does clearly pierced into it that it stayed for a moment.
Okay. That's my turn.
Alright. That brings us back to the top. And you're still in sort of that mouth opening of the...
Yeah, I'm close by.
And visually, your echo is very clearly some sort of magical construct, correct?
Yeah, it's going to be like a fog-like version of myself.
So it will target you. with one of those bolts of necrotic energy. 14.
Miss.
We'll use both of them. Hey, there we go. Now we're talking. 24. Does 24 hit?
Yes.
Okay. 14 necrotic damage, and you cannot regain hit points until the start of this creature's next turn. As one of these bolts of sort of energy like hits into you, and you just like from the wound, like this black smoke takes a while to dissipate as the bolt stays in you for that until it until that point. And it kind of like slows, like not towards you, but like off to the side, like it's descending. Maybe another 20 foot down, but not really closer to you because it's going like towards the side of the cave, as it just sort of like almost like this pool moves, like what part of the wall it's being pulled to.
Okay.
And that will bring us to Jannik, Rogra.
So it's still on the ceiling, though.
It's kind of crawling down the side.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my bow. And I'm gonna scooch forward until I can see the thing. I'm gonna shoot at it with my longbow.
So, if you get like to right where it is, it's still about 90 feet from the entrance.
Okay. 23?
23 hits.
Do you need me to separate standard from the magical lightning damage?
No.
Okay. Then it takes 13 damage total.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna shimmy back. So like, step up, in the mouth, and then back.
Alright.
And the dragon's still over there making
Which puts
weird
you
shapes,
still
dodging.
now in front of your brother, who was standing there before. But we will get to his turn.
So I can't move around and move back.
I mean, you
It's
only
too
have
far.
30 feet, right? So you had like 20 feet forward and 10 feet back. So
Okay. I didn't realize how it was that.
I assumed you went far enough in where it could not just hit you with, like it couldn't.
Okay. Because I didn't know I had that much movement. That's why I went back and then started dodging. Okay. Listen, I'm not mad about it.
Okay, so yes, I peek my head out to see what it is. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a scary boy. And since I have nothing that can reach him, I play my bongos that are on my hip, just for battle music.
Make
And then,
Make an
move over
intimidation
to,
check.
back
for
into the
William.
shadows. Well, yeah, I proficient in intimidation. Battle music.
19.
19.
Okay. So you take your time doing that.
If only you had a
And
French
that'll
horn.
get us over to Hugo.
And I do it from the inside the tunnel. The battle music comes
Basically
from.
beside your brother where he's moved back to.
Like, nope, I can't do anything here.
It's crawling down the side. How high up is it?
At this point, it's probably about. Let's say if you were to go and get like right below it, about 60 feet up.
Okay. I'm going to recall my echo back to me
Okay.
to get the lantern, and then I'm going to book it into the tunnel to get out of its line of sight.
Okay. Is that it for you?
Yep.
You move behind the dragons.
Yeah.
All three of us.
How many of those berries did you have?
I have 7 more.
So start of its turn, you can now regain. You're no longer affected by that. So it has its turn, and you are all far enough in the tunnel where you do not see what it's doing. Do you continue to wait, or do you do anything on your turns?
Oh, I'm gonna stick my head out and try again. I know I'm about to get hit, but I know that he don't.
You might be fine. Does 15 hit? Okay.
Yep.
So one of those bolts kind of shoots out from now at ground level, basically seeming that it has swooped down. You can do a puddle now on the ground area, and it's going to hit you, and this is the dice I need. That's a high number. That's an even higher number. So 17 necrotic damage, and not able to regain hit points until...
Next.
It has a better turn.
I look at it and go, you fuck! And then is it large?
Oh, no, it's medium.
Size-wise. It's medium? Okay.
It seems like enough that even with the thick glass that would fit, 6 or 7 foot tall, about 4 foot wide, like even though the glass is thick, it would probably have fit inside of that glass container if, say, it never got cracked.
Okay, so I'm gonna go and shoot at it again. And as I do, a glow infuses me.
I activate my abilities. And now I'm gonna shoot at it.
Is 20
Yes.
hit? Okay. So it takes 6 plus another 6, and then with the spell I cast, writhing thorny vines appear on the point of impact and must save a DC 15 strength saving throw or be restrained until the spell ends. If it was large to larger, it would have advantage.
It succeeds.
Well, that was wasted. I move back.
Here, I'll give you something. It is immune to the restrained condition. You'll learn something from that.
It's king shaming you. That's what's doing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that sucks.
And you said you moved
Well,
back. Okay.
back. Yeah.
Back behind Rogra. Tag.
They're like, go for it, brother. Oh yeah, you betcha. He's on the ground now. Go ahead and go get him.
If you double move, you'd probably be within maybe 20 feet of him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize I was that far back.
Well, also he didn't drop near the mouth of it. He kind of had gone off to the side of it before coming down.
I'll get him, brother. It's more efficient to rage now, or once I get in there.
You have to get hit or hit or you have to try to hit something or be hit for your rage to continue if you every turn. So if you rage this turn, like if you don't get hit,
but also does the rage benefit you? The rage definitely might benefit you. In fact, some of your rages are aggressive. It might be wise to even move towards him and rage once you're close. I don't know. I don't remember all your wild magic effects.
That's what I had to think out loud. Sorry. I'll double move to go there. I'll probably battle
rigging is
because it's not
bonus action if you want to do that once you're there.
Oh,
and See what your wild magic might give.
Yeah, you can double move straight up to him and then rage.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Double move.
If your party keeps hiding, you're the most likely one
Until
for
he
it to
gets
get
ready to
attacked.
trigger.
You'll probably be able to continue it. What was your wild magic effect?
Oh, yeah. 4. Magic infuses with weapon. One weapon
Yeah.
of influence that you're holding until your rage ends. Damage type changes to force. It gains light and thrown properties. Thrown range of 20 feet and long range of 60 feet. That is convenient. Okay, so my weapon has throwing abilities now. So it isn't just the guy in range.
But you've already double moved.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
double moved.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
But you have that, and also it does this. So and that brings us to Hugo.
Yeah, just make my weapon a weapon.
Okay, so the thing is about what, 80 feet away from us?
Where you're at, down in the hole, yeah.
Okay. I will take out my shield.
Okay.
And holding that, then I'm going to go ahead and double move.
Okay.
So that I'm now in 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to summon my echo, and I'm going to put that within 10 feet of it.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
So now the Echo has a shield?
No,
Or is that not how that
I'm
works?
just going to have the echo be using the anchor.
So me and Dragon are in the mouth. Dragon's dodging.
Rogra still has full hit points. Hugo is damaged. Jannik is damaged.
Yeah. I'm super damaged.
But-
I'm under
me and
half
Bob are
health.
damaged.
It will move up to Hugo. I don't know if you get to attack of opportunity, because I think
Does it move out of my attack range?
it would move out of your Echo's attack range.
Okay, then yeah, I get to take a reaction to attack it.
It doesn't get to move.
Does 17 hit?
It does.
Alright. So I deal 19 damage.
Okay. Okay. And do you stop it from moving?
Yep.
It gets upset. And is going to pop more necrotic bolts at you then. Wait, hold on. That's the range. Yeah, 5 feet, so it is still 10.
Because I was, 20 feet away from it? It
Yeah.
moved a little bit away so it would get out of the attack.
I'm trying to figure out, because basically it made a straight line for you. It has a 20-foot movement. So if you... I'm trying to figure out, would it have even actually had to move out of your...
Does that mean it went past me?
No, he's right next to you. Okay, so is there... Let's put this on a square grid.
Mm-hmm.
Of the... with it being 20 feet away, is it empty space, echo, empty space you?
There would have been, so it was 10, so we were, I was, 20 feet away
Yeah.
by moving 60, right?
Yeah.
So, and then the echo was 10 ahead of that, or he was within whatever the
Yeah.
10 attack range, so it would be, if he moved through the thing's attack range, then there would be essentially 2 spaces between me and the echo.
Okay, so it would have had to move then. Okay,
Yeah.
then it is, going to just Necrotic Bolt. Natural 20. for 26.
That hits.
You're doing Pete and his Cheerios, eh?
16 necrotic
Oh,
damage.
wow.
Okay.
And cannot gain hit points. And then the second one is a 21 to hit.
Hits.
$13 necrotic damage.
I'm down.
Okay. And that finishes its turn. That brings us to Jannik and Rogra. Does your echo fade when you go down?
Yeah.
Oh no, not the pirate, pal. Guess how close to the guy? How close to me is he?
Basically you have to stick like a 5-foot step to get to him.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Take that and go smash him. Does 14
Yes.
hit?
And you get that +2. Because you're angry.
13 damage
13 damage.
with my greatsword.
And yours is a magical sword. So it gets
Yes.
an extra +1, and then an extra +2.
I'm guessing you added all that?
+4.
Yep.
Alright. Anything else?
Nope. That's it. I hit him once, right? That's a ranged attack. Unless...
My turn?
If you're on the same initiative,
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay. I'm gonna try and shoot it with the bow.
You move forward again. You see that the pirate is down.
Next little fight.
Well, I can't do anything this round anyways.
Just move.
Because I can't heal him. I know that because I got hit by the same thing.
Yeah, no, the best you could do is move towards me, I guess.
Okay, so I'm gonna 24 to hit. Okay, we got 9 and then a 5. So 9 regular damage, 5 lightning damage.
As your arrow kind of like pierces through the sort of shadowy skull of this pile of blood and kind of just pulls, like darkness sort of steams off of the arrow as it goes through. And the blood just sort of starts making its way back towards the center of the room where that spear is rolling around the shaft.
Can I down?
Okay, I'm gonna use my movement to move forward to the prone body of
Hugo.
what's his name?
Hugo the Fog.
Yeah. And the dragon comes with me.
Can you said that?
Oh, wait, I can't tell the dragon moves, but it can't take actions without my bonus action, right?
I don't think so, but
You said the liquid is moving towards the guy who was guarding the thing.
I mean the guy that is bound and rolling around on the floor.
Going for him now. The liquid.
Huh?
Sure.
I don't know.
The liquid.
The liquid is now going towards the lowest point in the room.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
liquids normally.
It's acting. The liquid is currently acting like
the
liquid.
liquid is now affected by gravity.
Yeah, I don't really have anything on me to collect it.
Do you immediately
So I just gotta
administer
try
a
and
good
feed
berry, or do I need Ryan to start rolling death saves?
Well, as soon as it's my turn again, yeah.
Yeah, our brother is taking care of
Okay,
that.
so Ryan has a turn.
Okay, yeah,
Let's
yeah.
assume he gets a
Since
natural
we-
1, 2 failures. Your next turn, you pop in a good berry, it's still good. As long as that's immediately what you do.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
even,
Sensu
even
beat.
at the
Yeah.
worst he could do, if you go immediately, you're able to get him back up.
Yeah. No, that's why I moved
Yep.
down.
Okay.
Yeah, brother's got him taken care of. Always picks me up all the time with
That's
this.
Subin.
find yourself waking up chewing on some sort of berry.
Trying to collect the liquid, like stop it. I don't know what this liquid is, so.
You're gonna get scurvy. Stop it.
Okay.
It's just sort of on the stone floor around its broken container.
So then I'll go free that dude.
Let's wait a second.
You can talk to him first.
Hey there, bud. Let's not release that thing per se, cause
Yeah, wait till
I'm
our friends
pretty-
back up.
listen, I'm pretty hurt. Our buddy over here, he's not doing good.
I thought I was going to talk to him. I didn't
It's
say.
like,
Okay, yeah.
rest up for a bit.
With your passive perception, you also notice that just sort of like the layer of maggots around the room in general just sort of seem to be like turning black and shriveling up.
Oh, hey boys, I think we succeeded there.
Oh, okay.
Let's go ahead and go over here and just keep an eye on it and take a quick short rest.
Yeah.
And
to recover.
we'll see what we can see there. I'm not feeling so good for the record though. Like, this hurts, but there's a bit of a rumble as well. Like, I am under the weather. I could probably use a ginger ale.
Oh, it's that bad. Oh, I didn't think it was that bad.
Oh, it's pretty bad, bud. I could probably use a ginger ale and some chicken noodle soup. Like, there's a rumble down
cures
there.
everything.
It's not doing good.
I understand. Okay, we can take a break.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick short rest there, bud.
I'm just gonna roll our guy here against, make sure he doesn't fall into anything.
Let's not touch the thing. I mean, I can't believe I have to explain to you not to touch the rolling death ball near the penis, but don't touch it.
But
I'm sorry, did I say touch it like maybe eventually, or did I say don't do it at all?
Let's go ahead and sit this one out and then start messing with things.
You take a short rest.
Yeah, Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do a short rest.
Nox makes sure that Rogra doesn't get over to the ball.
He's just a good boy all day. 10 out of 10, good boy. Would summon him from the fame realm again. Good dog.
What's this Fey realm you speak of? Not part of this world.
I'm just gonna imagine myself back on the lakes. Back on the lakes. Get my happy place on the lakes.
Just go ahead and stop that. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna roll some hit dice.
Same.
I think we get D8s.
It depends on your class.
Ranger. I think Rangers get D8s. It's a D8 or a D6, I don't remember. It doesn't tell me.
Ranger is D10.
Oh! Oh, look at that. It tells it right here. We're gonna go ahead and spend 3. Do a short rest. Okay. So except for the the 6 that I can't heal.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
Right.
So I'm back up to 3. Like, oh, I'm still not feeling great though.
That's right. I don't have to deal with that damage.
Did I was I able to recover any of those arrows there, bud? Because I mean, I used 3.
Doesn't matter.
Sure. You get them all back.
Just all of them. Wow, lucky, look at that.
Because it
Lucky.
matters so much.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and talk to the rolling ball of doom. That could have been anyone. I think the Power Rangers are needed.
So yeah, the brass orb with iron bands. Sort of seems to be rolling. It seems to almost like be trying to, as you've noticed, roll away from the pile of ichor that is now like right at the center. Like it's trying not to get near it. Like it seems conscious of it. So are you talking about? Like, are you just telepathically going in its mind again, or?
Oh yeah, just going to give it a good old telepathic message. Ask it if it needs some help there. You know, it was really on a roll before.
Job. Late for job.
What's your job, buddy?
You know, you're being like real vague. I could use a little bit more information.
Must
What's this job
deliver. Must deliver.
Baby.
Spheres. Must deliver. Delivery is 214 years past due. Must deliver. Must deliver.
Oh, don't you worry there, bud. I'm going to go ahead and take care of this. I'm going to try and, like, unhook the binds that's binding.
You go over, and as you look at him, it's these iron binds binding up his thing. And over what is this sort of, like, illuminating eye is sort of like, kind of like a polished,
there's
like, symbol that is a circle, a line down the middle, and two partial lines that meet towards the center of it.
Oh, there's your problem right there. I'm going to go ahead and give that a push.
Behind this peace sign is like a field of like what looks like a field of stars, like a twilight sky.
Wait. You're
that's real pretty. Hey there, bud. Anyone need this?
I'm just
going to go ahead.
Music on my bongos.
Go ahead and give me some thematic music. I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and unbuckle this guy.
You can make a knowledge religion. Or a knowledge arcane check.
Don't have that. Don't have that either.
What or what?
Religion or arcane.
No.
Yeah, I am equally bad at both. So I will do religion because it's funnier.
Mm-hmm.
I know
18, no modifier, 18.
Yeah, you've heard enough about old religions used to have weird holy symbol things and how to sort of disengage it from the binds that latch it, and as you do,
it's old.
You see magic. Like the arms start to unfrail. You can see like this creature, this little creature has a crack running across him. Like it itself has also been broken. Not only was the glass containment area broken, but it was broken as well. From whatever time it spent rolling around here. But it unfrails itself, and it disappears. All but the eye in the center that just glows like a light, and starts to just lift up and leave the shaft. Out the cave, exiting this area.
Looks like there's a crack going on here.
Do you look anything else around the room, or
where does it go through?
It goes out the tunnel that you guys came into. Like it is leaving. As soon as it is free, it unwilds itself. Its little spindly wings flatter up, and it goes invisible except for its eye and starts leaving.
Can we grab at the eye?
Oh, don't you have a good day there, bud. You go ahead and keep on working.
Let's investigate the.
No, he's busy. Leave him be.
See if there's anything else worth looking into here.
Yeah. Make either two of you can make investigation checks, or if one of you, others want to just help one of you to make it with advantage.
I will give someone advantage.
Yeah, I'll give someone advantage.
No, I've already done it.
Hugo, you can roll with advantage, it seems.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, with our +0 adding
Do I
the
have the
stuff.
highest intelligence?
+0.
Yeah, I got
Runs in the family.
19.
19. Okay, a few things. First off, like, actually just walking the room, you see that, like, in one of, like, the far areas, like, this room is very sort of smoothly carved. As was sort of the tunnel like, it was, I mean, it's, you're working with the natural stone, but it's well done, well made. There is an area that is kind of carved, like, out of this area that's maybe 5 foot deep. That seems a lot rougher. Like almost that someone came and added an extra little carving in here, kind of haphazardly. That looks like it has like a little platform where perhaps a sphere the size of that creature once sat until it managed to roll out of it and down the side of this sloped tunnel into that glass containment structure at the center. But you gather with that investigation that basically it seems like someone came and put this creature here for more or less safekeeping in an area that already had whatever was the main, like its containment was added, and that probably the actual act of it rolling down the side smashed into the side of the glass and cracked both of them.
So they're like, oh, this place already has a guardian. Let's add this big old pillar.
Well, no, more like it has the pillar that is already being guarded. They added the section for the modron.
Yeah, the modron.
The robot was added to it at a later point. Otherwise, you also see that, like, in, like, the metal, like... Because, like, basically, both ends of the large column are metal capped. Mm-hmm. And there's, like, runes, like, in it. That, not quite the same as the runes outside, more of a repetition. You know, something that is special about the actual containment thing that this Iker used to be in. So.
Okay, I guess we investigate the pillar to see if there's anything that we can learn from the runes, or if there's anything...
You may make a knowledge religion check, or what languages do you have amongst you? Does anyone have Celestial?
No.
This Brother's area.
Primordial, Sylvan, Orcish. For heaven's sake. Common, Elvish, Orcish, Primordial, Sylvan, Telepathic.
So, you can make a knowledge religion if you want to figure out from the runes.
I don't know. Can they assist me?
Is anyone...
I don't have any of that.
Does anyone have it trained?
No. I don't have it trained. I don't know about...
No. Then no. You can just make a straight roll.
Nope.
16.
16. Okay. You've probably at some point seen these on some old treasure things. You're not sure what it is.
I've got it.
But it's the old one of the old goddesses like symbol. Like this is almost like maybe this structure until broken was like enchanted with like you know holy magic to keep it to contain whatever this Iker is before it.
So is the Iker still persistent?
I mean, it's still there.
But it's not, like, reforming.
Not at this point.
Because at this point, it's been well over an hour.
It's Black Icarish right now.
Okay.
I'll see my way out. Thank you.
So is there anything of value to be had?
I mean, you could... I mean, it seems like the actual metal filing of this is gold. You could probably take the caps off, which might be a way to get the creature back in if you could repair the actual crack. But
and there's no glue around.
Not in here.
Like, is there like a Goddess's First Arts and Crafts kit?
Well, the gods are gone, so even if we...
Make a luck check, okay? See what we can get here.
For the absolute cheek of it, make a luck check.
Let's see what we got here.
12.
There is not. No.
Unfortunate.
No, that one is like. I'm certainly no glass pillar repairman, and it seems like if we stripped it off, sure there might be gold that's worth it, but this would probably be something more prized by maybe an archaeologist or something that likes to study this kind of old stuff.
I don't know. I feel like it belongs in a museum.
And it's like, but so there's not like any religious bric-a-brac that's human carryable that it's either whatever hidden in the Modron platform or something to do with this pillar.
I mean, the religious thing that is carryable that you have is that you have this sort of peace sign symbol with a twilight sky behind it. I mean, that's a religious object that is carryable.
Can I put it on?
You have
like, how big is the
probably 3 wide, loose kind of like iron bands that were once attached to it as well. You could try and maybe rig something up. If you could somehow force those into the right, like to bend in the right shape, you might be able to use those to fix the crack in the thing.
I guess that's an idea. So, yeah, maybe we can use the binding to put this guy back in his cage.
I mean, we could certainly try. I can take that 50 foot. I'm going to take the 50 foot of hempen rope and wrap it real tight around the crack so that when we seal the thing over it, like, the rope will be there too, and hopefully help create a seal.
Okay. So you do that before putting the iron bands like in tight, like bend them into it?
No.
Got it.
I'm going to just put a rope on it too.
So, I don't know. Do we have a means of scooping up Mr. Icker to put him back?
I have a mess kit.
That'll do. That's got a spoon. I will, however, need you to make another long rest if you're doing it that way. Which means that I need, from Mr. Diseased over there, another D6.
That's me. Oh. I can't get over this. 3.
3 is the same result 2 days in a row. The disease cures, you get your health back.
Oh. Neat.
Convenient.
You fought it off.
That was barely an inconvenience.
You could have spent the whole day blind.
I just take a righteous tutor and just like, oh, I feel like I brought a little evil into this world, but I feel better.
Otherwise, yeah, with another half day, you're able to get it back in, recapped. What do we want to do? We want to do...
I'm just going to go ahead and go with I no longer have a mess kit. I'm 100% just throwing that in. Like, once we're done, that's going
like
in there before we put the cap
in there with it.
I mean, it had a skull last time. We're just you know,
Served.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no mess kit. You know, there's sometimes that, you know, you just don't want it back. You know, that belongs to the gods now.
All right. Yeah.
Much like the gods, gone forever.
Exactly. Gone forever.
Ah, man.
So I can take... I will need 3 checks. They can be any from medicine, survival, arcana, religion, or nature. You just... No 2 of you can make the same one. So of those...
I will take I'll take survival.
So,
Is this my favorite terrain?
No. No, you went too far from the lake
what I
at this
thought.
point. This is mountainous terrain.
alright, so we got an option between
Medicine, Arcana, Nature, Religion are the remaining.
I'll take
21.
I aid my brother, so
No, you have to
What?
make one or the other. So you're taking
You have to
take
make a
medicine.
roll.
medicine.
then
So Arcana, Nature, or Religion. You know what?
You're equally
Or,
bad
if
at
you'd
all
rather,
of them.
I'll allow Sleight of Hand.
you know what? It's the
That-
same stat for all.
Sleight of hand is Dex.
No, Dex. Sleight of hand's
No,
Dex.
plus 2.
You
Okay,
should
so
get +2 to that.
yeah, so 16.
16, 21, and what?
15 on medicine.
15. Okay. So managing
I hope
to,
DC's 15.
Carefully bend these bars into the shape that's going to perfectly fit into there, and manage to use
my
things like
super
the
nice
torch and like
rope bow.
properly. You can't really necessarily heat it up quite a forge, but just enough that like some of like the soft metals that are like parts of the mess kit where you're taking the fork and you're using the fork just to fill in like the gaps between the iron bars that are put there. Put in there, and like that, melting the like light metal from the mess kit to fill the gaps in there and seal it up tight, and using your medical knowledge to basically, like, as you go through this ichor and you find all of these like shadows of bones, like you're making sure that you successfully get, you're counting that you have all of the right bones, that all, like, even just as the ground is wet from the general ichor, but you've gotten all of the shadowy bits from that, made sure that each of them have been scooped back into the container before sealing it tight and tying it up with some rope.
People are always telling me, you probably shouldn't eat with lead, but I like the weight of the fork.
Say the mess kit's got like a tin box.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's probably tin, but sure, lead.
I'm just saying, like, super easily melts. I was just thinking, what is this, a lead fork? How easy is it melting?
Probably not unheard
I'm
of.
like, okay, tin melting.
alright.
And you make your way out, and at the end of the tunnel, realize that the stone's sealed behind you. So you have to wait again until the right time of day hits, and eventually it goes away because the mirrors are all set for a certain time of day where eventually you can walk out.
Oh, I was about to say, I can make good berries, so we can live here forever now.
And we rock out.
Right time of day, and you're able to exit.
Alright, that allows me to heal up my health again.
Do you do anything with the mirrors before crawling out through the waterfall?
Do we like set them to be different?
I'm gonna go ahead and shatter one.
Do you shatter just a general one, or do you shatter the one with the runes?
One with the runes.
Can we take one? Like, are they removable?
I mean, you'd have to like bend out the pegs. Like you could remove one that way, yeah.
Yeah, probably not mess with the magic. I'm just gonna go ahead and take one
One
of
of
the
the ones
ones.
that's needed to bounce the light from the way the sun hits. Okay.
Yeah.
You take it or you shatter it.
And
It
then
was all light based.
Okay.
I'm gonna
yeah,
take
you're able
it.
to like bend the
and
little
then
metal
I'm gonna take.
peg and.
Yeah.
Let's take a
Can I
minute,
get the metal thing out of the? Just put that on the world forever. Take the metal thing out of the wall. Then like it's connected to the
Well, yeah,
stone,
it's like
right?
it's basically a metal. It's actually probably not shatterable. It's probably literally a solid piece of metal that has two little spikes at either end that have been like wedged into a certain part in the stone. So you're just bending those out of the way to move it out.
Okay, so there's no things in the stone, right?
There's holes, but
Okay, yeah, I want to take like a hammer. Do I got a hammer? Oh, if I had a hammer.
I'm assuming one of you has a
I've
hammer.
got some bad luck, bro. We can't break it. We can't break mirrors.
You know what? My breath weapon deals force damage. Bah! Breath weapon, the stone to shatter the hole, so it would be really hard to
Okay.
find out where it was.
We can spam that too.
All right, I think that's a job well done.
All right, let's
job,
go
bud.
get our reward.
Team.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, there's a reward.
Hey, have you guys ever wanted to go sailing?
All the time.
You make your way back to Perch. Find a well-guarded sort of exterior, like just sort of a watch on the
You can't get any
forest
water.
line.
It's a guarded well. That's 100% 10 out of 10 best joke ever. Stop it.
But you're kind of waved off from a bit of a distance. What news?
Oh, well, you see, there was this ball rolling around in a pit around a shaft, and that shaft released a demon thingy, and then that demon thingy was summoned grossy maggot whatsits, and then we killed the shit out of it, and then I had to sacrifice my mess kit to put it back in the tube, and then I remembered that knots are, like, the best thing in the world, so I went ahead and, tied a bunch of them on there, got some, like, bow lines. I even threw a fishing knot in there. Hold on to the fish, might as well hold on to that tube.
Some secluded hidey hole of a old god was keeping some sort of, I don't know, undead abomination trapped, but it broke out of its cage and caused the chaos
Yeah.
of the maggots.
Bobby,
I don't know why you
Mayor
had to
Bobby
repeat
was
me.
thinking
We
it
just
would
said
have
the
to have
same
been some
thing.
sort of devil to have harmed his wife like that.
I mean,
it
I
was a
just
mighty
said
shape.
that. I don't know why you had to say the same thing. We said, like, exactly the same thing.
It was the strongest
You're
container.
certainly welcome in.
Yes, it's like the triumphant hero's return.
The best thing about this is they actually have to pay us this time. We didn't eat half of it.
One time, several times it happens. Okay,
Yeah, but mainly recently is the issue.
travel tax. It happens.
You make to the
Travel tag.
mayor's lodge, and are greeted by a somber mayor. Welcomed into his living room, where it seems that currently he has, his late wife laid out under sort of like a glass tomb in the central chamber.
Oh, it was pretty much like that,
No.
except vertical.
You tell the story. I'm going to either do 2 persuasion checks, or we can give one of you advantage.
Someone gets advantage because I have negative charisma. If you can't
I'm a happy chap, so I guess I'll do the talking. But
Yeah, go ahead, Eric.
unless anyone's got, does anyone have persuasion?
Nope.
Nope. You go ahead and
Okay,
take
then
that
I'm
advantage there,
the
bud.
talker here.
You go ahead and
luck,
take that
everybody.
advantage there, bud.
Alright, Rogra will do the diplomacy.
Good luck, everybody. Oh, it's a 5. So let's
Advantage,
see.
because we're helping.
What's that give me?
Another dice roll.
You get to roll again.
Okay.
Take the higher. Roll twice. Take the
Yeah.
highest.
So, okay, so 15.
15?
Yeah.
Despite not obviously having any body to bring back, he believes that you took care of it with your story. And you are rewarded
We could roll
Oh,
against
God.
jewelry chest of basically his late wife's jewelry.
Yeah, it's like, we can show him the mirror from the puzzle that we had to do.
Yeah, I
You
totally
have a mirror,
still
you
it.
have like a weird, maybe it's a holy symbol of some peace twilight deity, but who ever heard of that?
I'm just gonna go ahead and wear this. I'm sure nothing bad will come from it.
No problems, don't you know? But since his wife's gone, we do need to make a capsule for her.
I mean, I don't know if you knew this or not, but we owe a bunch of people money. We should probably go.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you got a spot on that boat of yours there, bud.
I grab the treasure chest, and he's like, rightfully rewarded. Come along, boys.
We should be
Yeah, let's
expedient.
skedaddle.
Also, if we hurry real quick, they ain't gonna get their sword back neither.
And we appreciate the work that you've done.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes, it's not.
Leave
Oh,
me
no
with
problem.
my sorrow.
We'll yes. Yep. Bye. Good luck with
And
that,
it's
bud.
like, yep. Old Hugo the Fog's pirate crew, always welcome in Perch.
And with the really kind of drunken and lazy crew waiting for you on the ship. They said you wandered off into the land. We thought you'd forgotten us.
Nah, just picking up 2 new crew.
2.5.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that a dog? Oh, I've always wanted a dog on board.
Yeah, close enough.
And with that, you set sail out back onto Loch Vitae, having released some creature from its long-held binds to carry on with whatever
Thank
job
God
it
that's someone else's
was
problem.
trying to get back to. And perhaps someday
Yeah,
we will return to ErroTerra and find out what happens when it finally manages to do whatever it was wanting to deliver with those orbs it was said something about.
Yep.
Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.